100% true.
I believe you. I believe you.
It's damn true.
What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Wrestling with Tomorrow. I'm your host, Mike Kinney, and with me today is...
I am the co-host of your dreams, Randy Harig, and he is the host with the lag, Mike Kinney.
So, am I lagging really bad right now?
No, I'm just fucking bullshitting you on here for no reason.
For real?
Like when you drank, it was up like this till you go, I needed a drink, and all of a sudden it's like gone.
Because you are lagging like crazy right now. So is it me or is it you? Is it a Mike problem or a Randy problem?
It's never me. It's always you.
I mean, I'm asking you seriously. Is this like...
On my side, I look fine.
Okay.
But if on your side you look fine...
I do.
Then you're wrong.
But am I lag?
I don't know.
From an audio... Oh, my God. I'm going to lose Randy. From an audio-video perspective, how are we doing here?
You were doing fine there until you said here and it went hit ear.
Gosh dang it, man. We're probably going to start over. We're going to have to start over.
Gosh dang it, man. Gee willikers, this sucks.
See, yours is doing the same thing to me. Yours is like skipping a beat here and there.
My heart skips a beat when I walk down the
I
street.
say to hell with it. Let's just move forward. I mean, we are 60. If people are still listening to this, they're just probably just laughing at our,
Oh, boot up your ass, fucking leg. Welcome to the party. Oh. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Let's give it a shot anyway, bro. This is our first. So if you think about it like this, we haven't shot. We were supposed to shoot an episode last week. Here's what happened, everybody. If you were wondering, because we've been pretty consistently shooting every other week. What happened is it is my fault. It is my fault. There's this one piece of hardware that it takes to hook up the microphones and all the fun crap that I took to the Lucha Union show, because as you all know, we shot live on that day. We were together, and somehow I've lost that piece of hardware. So when Randy and I went to record last week, we realized that it wasn't going to happen, and so we just kind of punted to this week because I had to order a new piece of hardware. So
I thought you were gonna pop, so I kept doing it, and then you didn't do it. So I drank a whole can of Sunkist and then half a can of Liquid Death.
Completely ignored you while you were doing it. Completely ignoring you.
In your head, I could hear you going, Jesus, what the fuck?
I sure hope these people can hear you, because you are like, I'm losing you every other word, man.
Holy diver.
There you go.
You've been out too long in the midnight sea.
So we are back. It is this is going to be our final episode of 2025, and what a wild year it's been. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Frankly, there's a lot going on in December. Randy and I just need to rest and recoup. But like I said, more on that in a little bit. First thing I want to talk about, though, I think it's going to be important to get this out of the way. It's happened since you and I shot last time. A lot's happened since you and I had our last episode. First thing I want to do is talk about a wrestling personality that we recently just lost.
Yes.
Travis Sharpe, longtime friend of mine. He was the announcer at my final match here just like 6 weeks ago. Travis I've known since 1998, and he was one of the first wrestling people that I ever met in the wrestling business that I actually thought loved wrestling as much as I did. And Travis started out as a ring announcer, and he got involved later as a wrestler and performer. He and I wrestled against each other. We tagged with each other. I've been in multiple shows with Travis as a performer. There's a photo in my book of me wrestling Travis, actually. So Travis and I we've always had a connection. After the match was over on November 1st, I had handwritten Travis a thank you note for just kind of like, being there for me and giving me one more shot. And he told me, he said, in all the years he'd been in the wrestling business, nobody'd ever handwritten him a note before. So I gave a few of those out that night. He was certainly on that short list of people that I wanted to thank. And we went and had Randy, you and I and some friends. We went and had dinner after that show at Grand Slam, and Travis showed up just a little bit later. Now I remember looking at Travis when he came in. Travis, to me, looked tired. I just assumed he was tired. I didn't know he had some other things going on, and unfortunately, Travis killed himself just a couple of weeks ago. And the one thing I've been thinking about, that one hit me pretty hard that day. And I'm going to give you a chance, Randy, in a second to respond to it, because I'm just kind of like regurgitating all of this. But Travis knows that like I'm the self-confidence guy. Like he knows it, like he's seen the TED Talk. He and I have had many conversations about my comeback to the ring and what it meant for my confidence. Like he knows that this podcast specifically angles toward the mental health side of our lives. And to know that that we lost him and I missed it somehow and he didn't say a word to me about it. I'm pissed at him about that. Like I'm devastated that I've lost a friend, but man, I wish he would have said something. I wish he would have said something because he was a good dude. He really was.
I think that it's easy to be mad in a situation like that when you see it through your eyes. And I see it through my eyes, and I think that guy loved the business. And I wasn't such a tight friend with the guy because I never got to be on so many shows with the guy. But every time I was around, you could tell the way he carried himself around the building that whether he was running the mic or if he was working a match or whatever he was doing, if he was watching a show, that's why he was there. Yeah, that was the main thing. It wasn't to make everybody in the crowd pop for him. He wanted the best show that he could do, and inside he had a lot of nerves about it, but he was a professional. He'd flip the switch. He'd go out there and he would execute, whether he was mortified to go out right beforehand. He was a consummate professional, and he was about it. He took that announcing position as a person would take running a championship match or being the main event or being the guy that promotes the show. He went out to deliver that information to the crowd as best as he could to make it an event to contribute to the show. He was not just there to throw out the information. He was there to be part of it. And that was important to him that that's what the fans received. And, it's not about me. Like I said, I never got a chance to know the guy a lot. It's 100% the shits anytime we lose anyone in this small fraternity that we've got. It's terrible. Whether you didn't like the guy or your best friends, it's awful. It's fucking awful. And it's just pieces of the puzzle we cannot get back and put back in place. It's pieces that are missing from now on. Travis meant so much behind the curtain to those guys back there that if he meant a ton to the fans, it was much more to the guys behind the scenes. He was a guy that he was the show, and he was the positivity of this game we call wrestling. He wasn't the politics, he wasn't the stooge, he wasn't the fucking stiff guy. He was the guy that took care of everybody in the ring on that microphone or in the ring wrestling.
Yeah.
He had it figured out. It was not about him. It was about the 15 of us running the show, doing this thing together, having an opener to a closer. He was that guy, happy to be his cog in the wheel that made the show run. He didn't have to be the guy in the spotlight. And that really made him the guy in the spotlight to the guys behind the curtain. You know, I feel like I missed out on a chance to know somebody that I would have gotten along with really well.
Yeah.
And dealing with the things that I've dealt with in private as well, I think we all keep the cards close to the vest. We don't want to look like, um, we don't want to look weak. We don't want to look like we don't have it all going on. We don't want to look like we don't have it all figured out, because that's we've been so programmed to just be like, no, man, everything's great, everything's okay, I'm fine, everything's
Yeah. Well, it's the whole thing about not wanting to burden other people. That's what it boils down to. But
well, that too, but some embarrassment,
yeah,
some not wanting to put somebody else out because they obviously have their own things going on, and damn it, somehow he slipped through the cracks.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I said, Mike, I didn't know him that well, but if he would have
Sure.
wanted to talk, I would have talked to him anytime.
I know that he was really excited this year because like I said, and I'm so like grateful that I had this whole comeback year because I've been around him all year. And the first time
Yeah.
I saw him back in March when we started the whole angle about me coming back and having like being involved, we saw each other right away and we hugged each other. I've got some footage, like some behind the scenes footage that I didn't even know that the film crew was shooting of Travis and I just standing around bullshitting, which I'm going to have to dig into and just try to watch that. And the point is man, I'm lucky in a lot of ways that he and I got to reconnect this year. And I know that he and the folks over at MAW were all very excited because Travis was going to step in and fill in a void that was about to happen at MAW. There's some leadership changes there, and Travis was stepping into that role. And I thought he was very appropriate. He was a very appropriate selection for being that next guy. And it was just sky was the limits, for him and MAW. And I think MAW is going to be fine. But we've all, in one way or another, been affected by this that are involved in the wrestling business. And I know that, his family wants to keep a lot of things private right now, and I could totally respect that. There's not going to be a service until mid-March, and I'm certainly going to do my best to go to that. But yeah, man, this one bummed me out, and I think that they all kind of bum you out in some way, but this one was really close to home.
Some hit
And
real hard though.
they do,
They all hurt. They all hurt, but some just
yeah.
nail you. They just do.
But listen, here's kind of the punch in the mouth that I'm gonna. If you're watching this or listening to this, if you are one of these people that is sitting there thinking that nobody wants to listen to my story, the world would be better off without me, you're fucking wrong. Stop thinking like that. What you need to have is a really heavy dose of confidence rebuilding. And most of us haven't lived a long enough life to screw up anything. We haven't lived a long enough life to learn what's out there. We've got decades and decades in front of us.
Right.
So we need to give ourselves the chance to figure some of this stuff out, because there's a lot of things that we can do wrong as human beings, but that's part of the deal. We're all human, right? And I know that's a bit of a cliche, but it's the truth. I'm not perfect, man. I've made my fair share of mistakes and I continue to make them. Maybe not on the scale that I used to, but I still make them, because I'm learning as I get older. My runway is shortening, as they say. But like, I plan on dying of old age. And I hope all of you that are out there are going to do the exact same thing. I hope you have long, long lives. Give yourself a chance to do that. Reach out to somebody. If you're struggling, reach out to somebody and just talk to them. You don't have to tell them that you were thinking of killing yourself or you don't have to do any of that. What you do have to do is understand the importance that you have and the impact that you have on the people around you. And I'm going to tell you more often than not, even though there's some nasty sons of bitches out there, I guarantee you that even those people are important to other people in some way. They're important to some
There's
other
a
people's
reason
lives.
those fuckers ended up that way. There's a reason. They have a shitty upbringing. Did they have a dad that wasn't around? What did they have? They had somebody around that beat them all the time, beat their mom, did all this. We don't know. We never fucking know. Mental health stuff, in a lot of ways, I think is still in the infancy of what we really understand.
For sure, dude.
We don't know. And God damn it, we don't have the balls to say, Mike, I'm fucking hurting, man. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. You know, we don't have that yet. It's okay to say, I haven't got it all figured out, dude. I need to talk to somebody. I'm hurting and I need to talk to somebody. It's okay. Please, 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 please. Whether it's a family member you need to talk to, a good friend, or you got to reach out to somebody that will listen to you that you don't know well because you're afraid to tell people that are so close. But if it comes down to the point where you don't feel like you should be around, or you feel like, I don't have any choices but to just end it. When you talk to somebody and they get to that nerve with you, it'll come out. It'll come out on its own. It won't be something you need to say. It'll come out and they'll reach your heart where you're hurting. And you'll say, I haven't felt like myself for a long time. I don't feel like I should be around. I'm just a problem to everybody. You're not the only one. We all feel like that sometimes. And it's all right. Don't quit. I wish I knew what was the catalyst. What was the last straw? What was the last straw?
And I don't think we're ever going to
Damn
know.
it.
I really don't.
It's fucking heartbreaking. We lose so many people to dumb shit and people we care about. And this stuff doesn't have to happen.
You're right. There is a
Don't have
suicide
to.
there is a suicide and crisis lifeline that's available via phone or
100%.
text. All you have to do is text or call 988, and that is a free line for anybody who is going through a mental health crisis. They're just thinking about ending their lives. Please, if you don't feel comfortable
Please,
reaching out to somebody that's close to
please.
you, if you don't have that support system, 988, that is the line that is available to you 24 hours, 7 days a week. Please utilize that line and stay with us and keep coming back because we need you.
We aren't ready for you to go.
No.
And you don't need to. You don't have to go. You can stay here with us. Everything's cool. It will help you. We will help you.
Randy and I, we goof around on here quite a bit, and we make lightheartedness out of a lot of things. I don't know if I'm even saying that correctly, but the reality is that we take this stuff pretty seriously. We like to have fun because sometimes laughter is the best form of medicine. And I want to have some more fun today, but I'm going to leave you with one last piece. And Randy, I'm going to let you help us segue into the next thing. The Crisis and Suicide Lifeline, text or call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 988. That is 988.
And if that's not the answer, get a hold of who is in your heart. Do that. If that's not the answer, do what you need to do. Get to whoever you need to do. Don't give up. I don't want to talk to a stranger. They don't care about me. There's a reason that's there. And it's people that volunteer to be there because they care. But if it ain't them, get a hold of somebody, your friend, your family, your old classmate from years ago, whatever it is, whoever it is, get to them. Do it. Do it. Don't go.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Okay.
I don't. One last quick 20-seconder here. I don't break down on here a whole lot. Maybe never. But I only allowed it today because I want you to know it's okay. I'm not embarrassed to shed some tears about losing somebody that was so important. I'm not. I don't feel like less of a man. And anybody that thinks that, well,
fuck them.
Well, you're fucking wrong. And there's something that's changed you that way where you can't face the hurt that you have, you got to make fun of somebody else. You got to deflect it on someone else. So it's okay. Tell somebody. Please tell somebody. Please, please, please,
Yeah.
please tell somebody. Please. All right.
Okay.
I wasn't crying. You were crying.
Yeah, right. And I'm cutting onions over here. That's all I'm
Fucking
doing.
allergies up in this.
Getting them all. All these
I better
onions
have a
being
little sip of this.
little water, little carbonated water. Hey, let's
no,
talk
I don't
about
go
this.
for that carbonated shit.
That's what that is. You're drinking that liquid death. Isn't that carbonated? They're not even. Oh,
still, Mitch. I don't drink that carbonated shit. That's for fucking Muppets.
I like myself some Topo Chico, playa. So just tame her down over there.
Then all you like Hindo Rico.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but
I have no idea. But I feel like we should shift quickly, otherwise we're going to go down a rabbit hole here. Hey, before we get into the next thing, I do want to talk about something that happened last night. Now, by the time this airs, we'll be almost a week removed from it having happened. Last night was John Cena's last match, and I know that this is not technically a wrestling podcast. I do want to talk about the mental health side of that. Okay, John Cena has been on television since 2002. He has grown into one of the top premier performers in the history of the wrestling business, which is it's saying a lot. Last night was his final match against Gunther, who is a rising star. He was actually on the Indies way back when I had my first run. So it's really cool to see that he's having quite a bit of success. Now, the one thing I do want to say is there's a lot of stuff going on the internet right now about John Cena losing his final match. That's the piece I want to capture with you right now on why that happened the way it did. You want to go ahead and explain it?
I'll play off you. But okay. I do want to say, for those who said that having his last match with Gunther was a mistake, well, he picked. And maybe he knows a shade more than you in this business.
So let's talk about that.
I'm going to say, go ahead.
Here's what everybody that because there's a lot of people that are very passionate about this, and I appreciate that in some ways. But let me explain to you the tradition that happens in professional wrestling. When a top guy like John Cena or Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker or
Triple
anybody,
Stone
Hulk Hogan,
Cold,
right? Anybody who's on top, when they are having what they are considering to be their last match, more often than not, they get to pick the person they're working with, who's usually someone who is kind of the next generation, someone that's going to pick up the pieces after this top guy leaves.
Someone they feel is going to be one of the next top guys.
It's a literal
elevate them up.
It's a literal passing of the torch, which means it is in tradition of the pro wrestling business that top guy loses the match and passes the torch to the guy behind them. So there's a lot of people that are pretty upset about John Cena losing his match. But if you go back and you watch that, he kind of smirks right before he taps out. That's kind of a nod to everybody, letting you know that like he's good with this. Like he was involved in the finish of this match. And
it's what he wanted.
It is. It's what he wanted.
It's
right?
What he wanted to do.
It's not the same thing as like Randy was giving me a hard time earlier. He said, "Oh, Mike, you beat Aaron Corbin. You shouldn't have beat Aaron." But like that is not the same thing. I'm not passing the torch to anybody. My return match was like
keep the fucking torch for himself. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, well, mine was more like a novelty, right? My comeback was more of a novelty. It had nothing to do with passing the torch to the next generation. John Cena's was a literal business move. His was like he's been on top forever. A shift needs to happen inside this industry, and being the top premier promotion in the world, they need to do that appropriately, which is they need to make the next guy look incredibly strong. So now Gunther is going to look incredibly strong. He's going to be a top heel for quite a while, and he's going to kind of carry that torch on to the next thing. It is literally how this business is built. It is designed to be this way. I appreciate everybody's passion about John Cena losing the match, but also like it's pro wrestling, guys. It is an art form. We are watching we are watching live action theater. We were watching these guys put on a show. So I'm just going to leave it there. It was an awesome night to see how much respect everybody had for Cena. The WWE went out of their way and did this amazing production. But I think that what I've talked about in the past is that when you walk away from being that guy for so long, you go and you do some research on John Cena's schedule. Nobody's done the Make-A-Wish,
No.
the Make-A-Wish more than John, and that's been part of his schedule. And being a top guy schedule, you're on the road 300 days a year, and now all of a sudden that's going to drop off dramatically. And I realize he's going to go and do movies and things like that, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. There's going to be that camaraderie that happens inside of a wrestling locker room he's going to be missing out on. There's all kinds of stuff. And yeah, he's going to show up from time to time like The Rock does.
Sure he will.
But
He'll still be around.
He will.
He's not going to work. He's done with that piece.
It's going to change his brain. It's going to change the way he thinks now. And he is probably, if he's not careful with it, it's very easy for guys like this to, I look at like Brett Favre. Brett Favre quit, like as soon as he actually retired, he was like, man, I just miss the guys. And he struggled just being like a normal guy at home. And that's not a unique scenario. That happens so often. It happened to me. And I'm not a John Cena guy, but like my identity was wrapped around being that, like that wrestling persona. And then when I wasn't, I didn't know who the hell I was anymore. And that's going to happen to John Cena. It's going to happen to a lot of people unless they put the work in to figure out what they need to do to be whole as they move forward in their life.
Yeah, it's messed up, dude. Like you get up in the morning after being retired and go in and pee in the morning, come out of the bathroom with no entrance music. It's hard to figure that shit out. Dun, 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 dun.
Everybody in my house is sick of hearing
that fucker has it. I bet she's like, Alexa, play, Siri, play. I bet she does it every goddamn time he comes out of the room.
When I have a rough day at work, this is no bullshit. When I have a rough day at work, I will play my wrestling entrance music on the way home sometimes just to like reset my brain. I'm serious because I
know I'm just busting balls.
You know what I mean? Like it's the same. You had that song, you had Push It by Static X. That was your entrance music, right? So don't tell me that you don't put that fucking song on from time to time and you're like, oh yeah, you feel it. I know you do. Every wrestler does.
It's been a while.
How am I doing?
Poacher. Yeah.
You got it.
I love that song. I even went and saw Static X in concert.
Did you?
I don't think you ever saw Big and Rich, you bitch.
I didn't. I never did get to see them. But
I saw Dope play Rhino's music in concert too.
Did you really?
Yeah. I went and saw Dope, Static X, Power Man, and Kitty opened for him.
Wow. That's a lineup, dude.
At Roy Wilkins, and I stood up by the barrier until...
What year was this?
Jesus, 1827?
Yeah, hold on. I seriously want to guess the year. It had to be 98.
No.
It had to be 98. It was
man. That? It was like right when we were starting off. I bet you it was 01.
Oh.
Or 2000, 2001, 2002.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man. I bet that was a good show, though. Was it a good show?
No, it was a drizzling shit. Yeah, it was fucking tits. Are you serious? It was as good or better than when you and I went and saw Ozzy and Rob Zombie. And that was tits also.
On Halloween night.
Zach Wild.
Dude, you want to know how long ago that was? My Bree, my wife, was pregnant with my daughter Nevaeh at the time. Nevaeh just turned 18 2 days ago.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yes. and happy 18th to you, baby girl. But goddamn, I can't believe it's been that long.
You're telling me, like, I don't feel old, but then I have an adult child now, which is.
I'm glad we saw Ozzy when we did.
I know, right? And he was still like
He
popping
was a
off at
little,
that time.
like, oh, Sharon, I don't know. You get on stage, I fucking love you. Ah,
Yeah, no, he was up and
he was
moving.
on point. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Zach
Mm-hmm.
Wilde was on point. Rob Zombie was phenomenal that night.
Yep.
You remember that
Yep.
shit? Ozzy shooting foam out on the crowd. I fucking love you. He said it so many times.
Yeah.
I'll
It was
never
a good
forget
show.
that night.
That was a great
You
show.
and me and Clint Horace.
Yes. Oh, I
Love
forgot about
Clint.
Clint. Yeah. Oh, he's the
Clint.
man.
Yep.
Shout out to Clint.
Yep.
Speaking of shout outs, let's talk about Lucha Union. I hope Clint comes to Lucha Union one of these days, but that's beside the point.
If he doesn't, he's fucked in the head.
If you don't know already, the last episode that Randy and I shot, the show hadn't happened. We shot it at the venue before it happened. So you don't, if you don't know, then please allow us to tell you.
If you don't know, now you know.
That show was incredibly successful that night. Incredibly successful.
Thanks to you guys.
Oh my gosh. If you're listening to this and you were there, thank you so much. If you're listening to this and you wish you were there, good news. We're coming back to the El Pearl Ballroom in Austin, Minnesota on Saturday, April the 11th, 2026. Tickets are on
Anarchy in
sale.
Austin.
Anarchy in Austin. Yeah. So that's a big nod to the show that we did back in 2000. That show we called Anarchy in Austin. The AWO did it back then. And now we're back with Lucha Union. That was your first show. April the 11th. Now, here's the thing. Tickets are on sale right now. Whoa, Randy's throwing his microphone. He's pissed.
Mister!
Oh, my God.
Anarchy! Jesus Christ.
Oh, anyway.
Jesus Christ. I lost my water. I think I might have pissed my pants. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I have to take a little break. I'll buy you some time here, stud.
Boots on the ground.
We tickets are on sale right now, luchaunion.com. We're doing some stuff a little bit differently this time. We have front row seats available for sale, priced a little bit differently than general admission. We're going to start the show 1 hour earlier. There were a lot of families in the crowd that night, which was super cool to see. Lots of kids. So we want those kids to be able to get home at a decent time and get put to bed so mom and dad can hang out and do whatever it is that mom and dads do.
Wrestling,
pile drivers. We're gonna start the show at 6. Doors are gonna open at 5. We're gonna end by 9 o'clock so that everybody can get home at a decent time. I think that, let's talk about what happened that night, Randy. I think that, first of all, I had a lot of people, supporters from Austin, that know me from my past, or I went to high school with them, show up just to support. I was blown away by that. That was so fucking cool, man. I hope they're all there again. I'd love to see them. But we're standing in the locker. We open the doors. Randy and I are standing kind of behind the curtain, going over some stuff. We're just kind of chit-chatting. And I'm sweating bullets, man, because I'm just trying to figure out how many people are going to start coming in. And by about like 10 minutes before the show started, we kind of look out the curtain, and the place is packed. We ran out of chairs. So which is a nice problem to have. It was kind of standing room only. We're gonna rent 100 more chairs to see if we can't get more people packed into that venue.
We're gonna challenge you. Come fill them 100. Bet you can't do it.
Please. I dare you to fill those 100 seats. I dare you. The other thing that's really cool is that there were the food services there from the folks that run the venue.
Oh man,
top notch.
You want some authentic Mexican type event food?
Yeah,
dude.
Tienda y Taquero Guerrero is who had their food there, and you know that it's good when you have native Mexican folks saying it's some of the best Mexican food they've ever had. I mean, truly.
You come watch wrestling and have some tamales right in your damn chair, or so. What do they call it? Mexican street corn. What do they call that? Why can't I think of it with the mayo and all the?
No, I'm following. I'm tracking.
Dude.
Yep.
Where you get to go and have that kind of deliciousness and sit there and watch some cool stuff.
Yeah, it was an awesome night. The Latinos showed up in droves, and I love them for that. It was such a really cool atmosphere.
Yes, it was.
We put on a hell of a show, though. The talent showed out. Man, what everybody was. We didn't. So none of us really knew what to expect. And then we looked out at that crowd and we're like, oh man, the crowd was in it all night long. They were loud and they were just
They
loving
were
it.
in it from the first time the announcer said anything.
Yeah.
They were jacked. They were ready to be there. And what I told everybody is they came in excited to watch a show.
Yes.
Those guys in the back heard about this and they went out and they were so excited that they were next level. And it's not that they wouldn't have been great, but just something about that environment, that many people cheering and
Yeah.
giving a damn about everything.
Very
Those
cool.
guys were just off the chain. And then in turn, they were so excited about that being so awesome. And it just fed all night long.
Yeah, it was
And it's an
really, really fun.
experience you don't get at every show.
And that was some of the feedback.
It was our show, but I would love to be at every show that was like that. And it just don't happen all the time.
It was pretty cool.
It was awesome. And it was because of you guys. And it was because of those guys working in that ring that night. And my hats off to you.
Yep. 100%.
It was you guys. This was you guys. And I told you before, and I'm going to say it again. I said, I promise you that I will put a card up being your booker that will make you happy and will deliver your money's worth. I guarantee it. And with that reaction, I'm pretty sure I did my job. Now is my chance, number 2 time. And I'm
we're
making
doubling down.
The same guarantee again. And you know what? Mike don't know this either. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say it right here tonight. This next show, there's going to be a women's match on it. I'm dropping the bomb right now. You're going to be our first ever women's match. I'm not giving you anything else yet, but there's a little teaser coming in on this surf load of fireballs that this show was. And it's going to be just as good. And plus, we're adding some women this time. So get them damn tickets soon.
Yeah, we are working diligently behind the scenes to fill out the rest of the card. You're going to see some brand new people that you haven't seen that weren't on that first show. But we have some surprises up our sleeves also. So if you think you know what's going to happen, we changed the script on you a little bit. So it's going to be fun.
Do that. I've even been, and I don't know that it'll be now. I'm working on my own match. Dusty Rhodes came up with the War Games. You know, they got Hell in the Cell. They've got the Punjabi prison match, the Royal Rumble, the Survivor Series. I'm coming up with my own match. And some damn day, my match is going to be on one of these shows too. Stay tuned.
2026 will have 2 Lucha Union shows. We will do one in the spring and we will do one in the fall, mainly because of my personal schedule. I just can't fit in more than that. Now, beyond 2026, I just don't know. We have to have both of those shows be incredibly successful in order for them to continue. That's just the way it is. There's a lot of overhead that comes with these shows because of the production value that we're doing. This show, a couple of things that are going to be different. We're going to have commentators on site. You won't necessarily be able to hear them, but they're going to be sitting there live, doing live commentary during the show for when and if the videos come out from the show. Now, we do have a lot of footage from the show that we just did a few weeks ago. Not quite sure what we're going to do with it yet. We're trying to figure that out. You guys
want to see that? You want to see it?
I mean, we're really hoping to get it out. Yeah.
Say something. Let us know. What do you think?
We'd love to show it to you. Yeah. It's so
the footage too.
Again, there's lots and lots of things that are happening that always happen kind of behind the scenes, and we want to still be able to surprise you and do some fun stuff with it. But here's what I'm going to guarantee you. You will have an excellent time at this next show.
It will be an experience.
It'll be worth your money.
Event. It will not be a show. It'll be an event.
Yeah.
And you're as much part of it as anybody.
Yeah. So again, April the 11th, this podcast is one of the premier sponsors of that show, obviously. Saturday, April 11th, Austin, Minnesota, El Pearl Ballroom. Get your tickets now, luchaunion.com. This show needs to sell out. I hope it sells out. It will sell out. Especially if you want a front row ticket, you got to get the luchaunion.com right now and go get that ticket. Okay. because that front row, once it's gone, it's gone. And
Yep.
who knows? I mean,
100%.
you got to get to the building when the doors open, because there might be standing room only again. If that extra 100 seats fill up, you're going to be standing watching watching that show, which is great. But I
Oh, we'd
wouldn't
love
want
to have
stand
you
and watch.
anyways, but
We'd love
why
to
would
have
you
all
want
of
to
you.
sit down? Come sit down.
Yeah.
And take a
Come
load
sit
off,
down,
man. Enjoy
enjoy
yourself.
yourself. Yeah, 100%.
It's easier to get
So,
tamales and stuff if you sit down.
so again, if you were there, thank you for coming. I hope you can make it again.
Eternally. I can't tell you enough. Thank you. Please.
Make sure
Please
you
be there.
tell
And
somebody.
thank you so much. Yes.
Tell as many people as you can about it. We want these shows in Austin to continue to grow. So you did me proud, Austin, and I hope we can do it again. But that kind of brings me, I'm going to segue a little bit. I think it's time that you and I do just a little bit of a
I'm
year
gonna
in
buy you
review.
a damn Segway. You're always segueing. You
Do I
don't
say
have
the
one.
word segue too much?
Like every
I think
time you
I've said it.
segue.
I probably shouldn't then. I should be more
You say
smooth
segue
about
every
it.
time you're gonna segue to something else.
Okay,
It just
I'm never going to
segues.
say it
You
again.
never really
Yeah.
segue. You just say it.
Fuck you, Randy. How about that?
Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick. You can fucking segue because it's just God's farts.
So
Segue.
on that note, I think we should do a bit of a year in review. We could do it however we want, but let's do it on the fly. Randy, this is our last episode for 2025. I want you to.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to buy you 30 seconds so that you can start thinking about this. I think it's important for us, from a mental health perspective, that we're able to share with people our peaks and valleys that happen to us during the year. And it's been a long, crazy, from a political perspective, I don't want to get into any of that shit. I want to know, like, personally and professionally for you, what have been your highlights and your strengths? Let's talk about those two things. What have been your highlights and your strengths of 2025?
I have been in a position mentally that I haven't been in years, that I can't say that I even recognized until I got the chance to do this show. Now, it's me talking to a computer screen and Mike doing the same. And then me calling him a dimwit and whatever, But we do get some points out there. And the feedback that we get is so gratifying that I feel like, yeah, I'll tell you some dick and fart jokes and haha. But we do some good, People do, whether they say something or they don't, or they tell anybody. There are people that listen. And damn it, we appreciate you. And if for no other reason, you make me feel good about being able to give something back to anybody else. I have no complaints. But between that and the chance to book a show again and do the Lucha Union thing, I have nothing to bitch about. My family's healthy, and mentally I'm flying high because I'm getting to do things that I know that I can do and that I want to do. And I realize how much I missed doing them. So thank you guys. Thanks, Mike, for allowing the chance. You don't always get a chance, but sometimes when you do, you got to grab it by the balls and you cut them off extra high, like those lamb fries in Funny Farm? Is that what Chevy Chase?
Never seen
Not
it.
many people got taste for sheep balls anymore, but Mike does. Sheep balls.
I've never seen
No,
Funny Farm.
one of these times we're gonna have to talk about movies,
You
and we're
have
gonna
a
go
terrible
live.
taste in movies.
We're gonna
Caddyshack
go.
sucks.
Caddyshack is a goddamn masterpiece. I will slap your whore mouth.
Animal House sucks.
You're dumb.
You probably like Airplane. Sucks. Naked Gun sucks.
Hey, it's surely a classic, but don't call me Shirley. Naked Gun is a freaking guy hanging by a guy's dick. Come on. You're laughing me telling you the shit.
Hot Shot sucks.
I pretend that I'm better. You're like
I
the
don't
goddamn
like that
hipster.
shit.
You're like the hipster of comedy.
I like Super Troopers. That's my speed.
It's not funny to me because
Police Academy sucks. I can keep going. I hate these goddamn movies. That slapstick comedy. I hate it, Randy.
You're fucking. What about the Three Stooges, dude? No Three
Oh,
Stooges?
no,
Are you fucking serious?
can't do it.
You ever seen anybody else iron a goddamn pair of pants with the guy's ass in it?
Hey, what are those? What are those?
Ouch.
What are those? It's like, oh man, they're like British. They did like Spam a lot.
Yeah, Monty Python. Don't you
Yeah,
fucking dare. Don't you
Monty
fucking dare.
Python
Don't you
sucks.
fucking dare.
Hate
I'm
it.
a
Hate
black
Monty
I'm a
Python.
Black Knight your ass.
I don't know what
Do you
that
know what
means.
Well, the Black Knight lost his fight. He got his legs and his arms cut off and laid there like a fucking torso.
And
Soak it in, bitch. Don't call it.
so anyway, back to your point of the year.
My
And
lord.
stop talking about movies that
Fucked in the
suck.
head. I haven't talked about any movies that suck. The only thing sucks is your fucking attitude, Mike. Call the I don't have any fucking sense of humor hotline.
You know, it gets serious when he starts calling me by my real name.
Michael.
Okay, Mike.
Michael.
Usually he calls me G.
I'm gonna call fucking Gina.
Don't you call her.
She gonna slap the shit out. Oh, she gonna slap the shit on out of you.
Yeah, you know what? She thinks Monty Python sucks too, pal.
I bet you she don't. I bet she would tell me that.
Actually, I don't even know. I've never had that conversation with her.
I bet you she'd sit right next to me and put her hand on my back and say, "No, Michael's wrong."
Shut up. Stop talking about my mom, or I'll bring Trudy into this.
Gina, I miss you, baby.
Don't you fucking call my mom, baby.
You love it.
Let's go back to talking about 2025.
You want to talk about some movies?
No, I do not. I'm not that kind of movie either. You smut smuggler.
You want to talk about movies that suck?
I want you to talk about your year in review.
I thought I did. My year in review. Jesus, I'm all fucked up.
You are,
dude. Between my job and my role on the podcast and role in wrestling, I'm flying high. I'm happy.
Good.
You know, and it does not mean that I don't have my downsides and my stuff, but at the end of the day, there's people that got stuff a hell of a lot worse than me. I have nothing
100%.
to complain about, not a damn thing to bitch about.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for this and for everybody out there that watches this, even if it's one time, or come to the show. And like I said, to be here to do this, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. If this was our last show and that was our last wrestling show, I got one more chance, and I'm all right with that. It's a beautiful thing. I got nothing to bitch about, like I said, except for your taste in fucking movies. Jesus.
We'll have to talk about that later. 2025, though. 2025, when I look back a year ago, I was not involved in professional wrestling whatsoever at all. I have had, are you okay? The people who just listen to this via audio are wondering what in the fuck is going on right now. Randy is piss pounding water and belching into the microphone.
It was an accidental belch a foot away from the microphone. I was not piss pounding. I dropped the damn can of water off the table. I picked it up and it had about 3 fluid ounces for the piss pounder here.
Okay.
For those of you that can't see this and just watch on the...
Oh, man.
God,
I tell you guys all the time, you see what I have to deal with?
And belching into the microphone. No, they don't see it. They are listening to it on audio only.
Okay, well.
What you can see is a guy, his face is shriveled up like a 79-year-old man's asshole going... Picture Mr. Wilson with hemorrhoids.
That was your
No, you want to hear my impression of you?
Yeah.
Well, tough shit. Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Fine, I don't want to tell you about my 2025 then, Randy. How about that?
Well, it doesn't matter then, folks. So I'm going to segue on to the next thing then. Mike sucking that ass. And by the chuckling, you can tell that it's true.
I'm just gonna go play solitaire on my phone, man, and say the hell with it. The hell with it.
At
That's all
least
we're
I
gonna
got
do.
my phone. I bet you didn't have your phone sound turned off. I know I don't. Fucking
I
call me,
well,
please.
no, we all know you don't. We all
I
know
might
that.
miss a call from like Vince. Well, I
Yeah,
hope not Vince. Jesus Christ.
yeah. That's a whole other.
Yeah.
You and
No,
Vince and P Diddy.
well, I throw some good parties, but I've never bought a drum of lubricant.
Drum of I don't know
They
in what
call me
context that
Captain Dry Fire.
2025. So 2025 has been such this. It's been a very very odd year, Randy. I went from
Boy, yes.
not being involved in wrestling. The podcast was on ice because I just ran out of. Frankly, I just ran out of desire to do it anymore. It was a lot of work booking guests and doing all that stuff, and I just didn't want to. And I had not rebounded from like all of the like mental stuff that had happened after I lost my jobs
Yes.
and all that. So I, got more stable in that way. And it was like, all right, 2025, let's try something new here. I really, really want to get out on the speakers trail and start doing some speaking gigs again. And I think that 2025 really gave me a really nice adrenaline shot in the old keister to get me to get me motivated enough to want to go out and do that stuff again. And but it's just really bizarre, man. I didn't think that this year was going to go as well as it was going to go professionally. I had hoped it would. I had hoped that my return match was going to go well. I didn't anticipate breaking my ribs, but I sure as hell didn't anticipate falling into a situation where we could run a wrestling show. I do want to talk about some of the things that didn't work out so well. Let me tell you something. If you ever want to punch your confidence in the mouth, try to launch a Kickstarter about a documentary about you. Boy, when that fucking thing failed, man, I was like, wow. It didn't just fail. It failed in an epic manner. I mean, it failed so miserably that it was just like, where do I go from here? Like the documentary fell apart not long after because there was no funding. The director and I were never on the same page. It was just the whole thing was doomed from the beginning. And I learned a lot about the film industry through all of that. I also learned how much I don't want to be involved in the film industry ever.
I feel like there's a lot of politics there too. I
Oh
really do.
God.
More than a guy. We don't talk about that kind of stuff with movies and shit. People just watch the movies, but behind the scenes, I bet you it's a shit show.
Oh man. Politically, these guys were, most of the people I worked with were great. But there was like one or two of them, one specifically that we just, the director and I were never on the same page ever. Like it was hard to move forward with the project that you're not on the same page with the other person. And we both tried and it just wasn't going to work. We're just two completely different people. And I didn't know anything about that industry. It'd be like if I was trying to get him to like, be a wrestler. It'd be like, dude, you should
Get
know
him
this.
to promote a show.
Yeah, or basically, right? Come out here and run a wrestling show without knowing anything about it. That's how it was like me producing this documentary. Fact of the matter is I got a lot of really cool footage and I got to meet a lot of really cool people and I got to learn a lot about a business I typically wouldn't have. It cost me some money to do it. So I lost some money this year and but I learned so much and I grew professionally and I grew socially and just my kids are great. I mean, it was my last year like coaching youth football. That was involved in all of this as well.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
proud of
through,
the kids, man. That's
dude.
great.
And there was like I had some conflict with some of the coaches this year in a really severe way, and we managed to get through that pretty well. I'm glad I don't have to coach with these guys anymore for the most part, but because not that they're bad dudes. It was just like we were never on the same page either. Their coaching style is a lot different than mine. So anyway, I'm not gonna.
I don't know them either, but it seems like maybe some jealousy too.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Focused away from where everybody's head should have been.
We just all had our
And
own shit going on.
instead of everybody focusing on the team and getting them to be successful, helping, it got to be other.
Yeah, it
seemed like.
If this wouldn't have been our last year, it still would have been our last year together. I'm telling you that right now. So anyway, but the season went great. My daughter got into the University of Iowa, so she's a senior in high school right now. She got in, man. That's my place. That's my I didn't go to the University of Iowa, but I'm from Iowa, and that's
ISU.
College football. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay? I thought maybe I could sneak that through. Sorry.
No,
I apologize. He's a big Cyclones fan.
No, fuck you, Randy. Fuck you and everybody that looks like you.
I believe I hit a nerve.
If you ever talk about the Cyclones in my presence again, why do you think our Cyclones,
Daddy?
Why do you think our colors are black and white and yellow? It isn't because I'm a Cyclones fan, Randy. It is because
I thought you and Shimon were Steeler fans.
No, see, I don't even like this Pittsburgh Steelers. Shane does.
I like it when Shane wears a plastic helmet.
So again,
what? Dude, you are mute. You are fucking mute. You are mute.
How about now?
You just sounded like Wilford Brimley. Say something again.
Something again.
Okay, now you're scratchy and down the hall. I'm shooting with you too. I'm not fucking with you.
How about now?
Same.
Oh, I see why. I got it.
How about now? Oh yeah, no, I'm totally back. You know I'm back.
You sound like Pee Wee Herman, except for like just after the theater incident.
For whatever reason it said the microphone. It said the microphone unplugged, and it reset the default microphone. But here we are.
The microphone unplugged itself. Is like, shut the fuck up.
So 2025
is my hero. Okay, sorry. Back to 25.
Let's talk about 2026 now. I think that with this being our last show of the year, I would love to.
Let's segue into 26.
I wasn't going to say segue. I almost did though. I caught myself doing it. I need to.
I did it for you.
My New Year's resolution, and I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, but my New Year's resolution is to not say the word segue in 2026, unless I'm writing one.
I bet you don't do it.
All right, let's segue into talking about 2026. Do you? And before we talk about? Are you like a New Year's resolution guy?
I like the idea of it. But it's always 2 weeks or less for every single person, it seems like. So it's kind of a farce.
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
I don't do it. I just try to think like, I could have probably lose some weight or something. Maybe I should try to do something like that.
And then you're like, fuck that.
Then I'm like, ooh, roast beef sandwich from Arby's. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Them some bitches are delicious.
I am not going to miss out on my cheese curd burger in 2026. That is going to happen.
If there's any way I can prevent you from having that son of a bitch, I'm going to do it. Like if we're going any place and we happen to go by, like I'm doing the Undertaker with Paul Bearer that has to piss and he won't stop for him. You're going to be so fuming pissed. I'm going to stop at like White Castle for you.
You shouldn't have told me that. You shouldn't have told me because now I'm going to just make sure I get it done before we even hang out.
Oh, I thought you were just going to offer to drive, in which case I win that way too.
I do hope that there is another deathmatch tournament in Minnesota next year that you and I can go to and hang out. I just want to like go and hang out. I don't want to be involved. I just want to go and watch.
You don't want to wrestle somebody in deathmatch tournament?
I don't want to wrestle somebody ever again.
I got to say something about that deathmatch stuff. It's entertaining and it's real ballsy for the guys that do it. I'm not in any way shitting on it. I am saying if I got in a match like that and someone's trying to push fish hooks through my cheeks or something, we're going Shooter McGavin. You will not be doing that. If I have any say, I will be twisting your penis off, and then body slamming you through the broken glass door or whatever the fuck, because that I will not allow you to do.
I had a blast at that show, and I would love that they do it
I
again. But
I
for
did too. It was a
2026,
fun time. Absolutely.
there will be
So-
two. We talked about this before. There will be 2 Lucha Union shows. So, like, let's just check that box. We know that that's going to happen.
I'm
I also
pulling for
wanna
3.
Yeah, you can pull all day long, pal. It's only going to be 2.
I plan on it.
Yeah, well, usually you plan on pulling on a lot. I would love for us to be able to be at WrestleCon this year. WrestleCon is kind of tied into
We're gonna do it.
SummerSlam. I hope so. If we have the capital to do it and we have the ability to do it, I think it would be a lot of fun.
Is that a goal? Is that a New
I think it
Year's
is.
resolution? Is that a goal
I
for
think
us to
it-
be there?
I think it is a Wrestling with Tomorrow goal for us to have a booth at WrestleCon. I really
I'm
do.
gonna have a goddamn 8x10 there too.
Yeah, you will. Yep.
You and me, Holmes.
The biggest thing I want to be able to do is relaunch my speaking career. I have been taking a lot of classes. I've been networking with a lot of people in that world, the professional speaker world. I've been studying. I've been working on my new keynote. I have been trying to figure out which industries I'm going to target. I just want to get back on the road and start speaking again. And if I can do it at some point, like my goal for 2026 is to get 10 speaking events under my belt. And hopefully by 2027, I'll be able to do it full time. And that would be my job. I would be a speaker for a living. I would love for that to happen. But it is my long-term goal to make that happen. And I think that 2026 is going to help me really build the foundation for that. I have these classes all the way through May, and they've been awesome, and they kind of run the gambit on everything that there's a lot of similarities, dude. And I haven't really talked to you about this. There's a lot of similarities about the way that speakers think of the speaking industry. Like, there's a lot of parallels to the professional wrestling business. The way they try to like get booked, and the way they think about like they kind of build their keynotes like a match. Like they put in like false finishes and hope spots and all that stuff, but they don't call them that. They talk about like stage presence. They talk about having a gimmick. They talk like it's like
Segways.
It's yeah. They talk about segues. It's essentially professional pro wrestling school, man. If that is a thing,
It's
speaker
like
pro wrestling school.
Like pro wrestling oration.
Sure.
Like talking like a match through.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Except for like,
It's-
I'm gonna shoot you off the buckles, turn double whip, and kick you in the dick. Fucking
It's
yes.
storytelling with impact is what it is. Because that's
Here's
all
where
here's
where we want to get. Here's the
Mhm.
bullet points we make along the way.
Yeah,
Here's
the
a couple of little jokes to grab the attention.
The best pro
Yep,
wrestlers tell
couple little
stories in the
funny
ring.
things.
You know, they tell stories in the ring through physicality. The best speakers in the world tell stories that evoke emotion, just like you would as a pro wrestler, right? There's so many similarities, dude, and it's right up my alley, and I am making a conscious heavy run at it. So if you're listening to this and you like, you know, an event planner, or you have you have an event coming up that you need a speaker at, A Pro Wrestler's Guide to Confidence, the Confidence Creed, is what I'm rolling out in 2026, and I have been working so hard on it. I think you're really going to like it. I hope that you all get a chance to see it at some point. I'm hopefully going to relaunch my website mid-year. I'm working on kind of like a demo reel for speaking. I'm pretty serious about it. But those are everything professionally that I want to knock out in 2026. I want to get my kid off to college. I want to go on vacation with my family. I want to continue to work on my health and eat right and meal prep and do all that shit, and which I have been doing consistently. And man, I'm so pumped for 2026. What do you got on the horizon?
Well, if you want to be a speaker full time, I want to be your amp full time. Hey,
Tell
Public
me more.
Enemy. Public Enemy had a Flavor Flav.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did. They did.
I'm your fucking opener.
I
I guarantee it.
don't know if I can afford you.
Well, we'll talk. You think I'm bullshitting?
No, I do not. I know you're serious.
Absolutely. I'm 100% serious. Can you imagine? You get ready to go out and do this. You got your nice suit on, you're polished, you're ready to say your shit. And you get me and I come out with this shit on beforehand. And they're like,
I have some big plans for it, Randy.
I'll warm them fuckers up and turn it over to you. And then you slam dunk the shit. And then we go to B-dubs.
B-dubs. I had a belt professionally designed. I need to get it made at some point. I'm going to have that with me. I'm thinking that I'm going to, after I get through 2026, I don't know if I've told you this part either. There hasn't been another speaker that can do what I do because they don't have the background that I do. I think that if I had a professional wrestling ring on or near the stage that I could tell my story from, and I'm talking a low boy ring, a 14 by 14.
Dude,
like
get one of those ones like the fucking WrestleMania where they wrote down.
That's what I'm talking about. That's 100% what I'm talking about.
A little drivey one that you can drive out in it.
But nobody else is doing stuff like that. So that's all the stuff I'm like thinking about doing. And
how many other speakers have an opener?
None that I know of. Usually what happens is it's like the CEO of whatever business will be like, hey, and coming out today is Randy Harig. Randy comes from Albert Lee, Minnesota, and he has a very nice goatee and is on the Wrestling with Tomorrow podcast.
I think it'd be funny for them to do that, and then they say you, and then I come out. Say, hey, pump the brakes, boss. Sit down for a segundo. I'm going to talk to you for a minute. Let me talk to you.
I have no idea what happened, but you glitched like a mofo.
No, it was you.
Seriously?
You went.
Weird.
I don't know what happened, but it was you.
Anyway, dude. The other thing we need to talk about is first finish telling me about your 2026. Like, what are you looking most forward to?
I'm gonna book 2 killer fucking shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna help us build Lucha Union into its own thing, its own phenomenon, maybe.
Hopefully.
Some, and people don't know, but people have been messaging about, hey, I'd love to come work. I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the thing that we do so well that people are rabid to be there at the show.
There are some things happening that we have agreed not to talk about publicly, but these things wouldn't be happening if we didn't see a smattering of success.
You agreed. I didn't.
No, please don't fucking talk about any of that.
I'm going to behave.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't want to put any of them over. They don't fucking deserve it.
I ain't putting shit over. I'm saying this. You know who you are. You know what you're trying to do.
We see you, motherfucker. We see you, and we ain't even gonna talk about you.
Don't play like the spin. You can lean up against the spin cycle. That's all I'm saying. I won't say another word about it. The spin cycle, that was Great Outdoors. I'm sure the movie sucks.
That one's actually pretty good. I do like that one.
Go lean against the spin cycle.
The other thing that we're going to change a little bit of the format in this podcast in 2026. I think that
well, it's been nice, guys.
No, we're still going to have a lot of fun, but we are going to have more structure when it comes to talking about some of the mental health aspects of it. I think it's going to be important about talking about self-confidence. I think it's going to be important talking about personal resurrection. I think that it's time to talk about all of that stuff. All of the stuff that I want to talk about in my keynotes and things like that, we may as well talk about them here also. This one should support the other. And the other thing that I think is going to be important, Randy and I are going to shoot our bonus episode for our Patreon today for our December bonus pod. So if you're interested in that, patreon.com/wrestling with tomorrow. Today's December bonus is going to be all about 5 things that we wish we would have gotten for Christmas at the age of 8, and they can be anything. Now, as we go forward,
You
starting
didn't tell me anything.
starting in January, all of the bonus episodes will be interview based. Randy and I will be interviewing some friends of ours. We'll be interviewing some professionals inside the mental health industry. We'll be doing all kinds of really, really fun stuff that you will not be able to see or hear unless you are involved in our Patreon. And so we really want to build that community as well. And we're hoping that you might find some value in gathering some little nuggets of truth in some of those interviews. I think it'll be just a little bit something a little bit different that nobody else is doing. And for $3 a month, you can get all of that knowledge and have some fun with us along the way. But yeah, that's kind of the outlook for 2026. Randy, what am I missing?
Well, you didn't mention the fact that I still haven't rescinded the offer that if somebody wants me to call on the phone and tear somebody a new ass,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that still could happen. You get a hold of me. Let me know.
You never know. You never know.
let me know. And if you'd like to, we'll get you in the studio. You can come sit in and I'll call and do something. And we'll do it right on as a bonus episode. And we'll tear somebody a new fucking ass, whether you let them know you're there or not.
What an episode it's been, Randy. What a year it's been. Thank you, everybody, for coming along on this journey with us. If you found us for the first time this year and decided that you were going to stick with us, thank you for that. If you're looking forward to 2026 and coming along with us, if you were involved in Lucha Union, if you want to come to a Lucha Union show, if you want to come to any of my keynotes, if you want to book me for a keynote, if you want to come and see us at WrestleCon, listen, we're building this community for you.
If you want to just message us and it's bullshit.
Absolutely. We're building this community for you. We hope that you can recommend us to somebody. Tell somebody about us. Let's help this podcast grow. And hopefully we can do some good out there for some people.
Yep.
Randy, wind us down. Drop some inspiration on us as we go into our new year. Tell us what you got.
I would like to, Mike, but you haven't did anything about the socials.
Wow. I really dropped the ball on that. Randy, I know everybody out there really, really, really wants to find out where they can find you on social media. If they want to follow along, where can they do that?
Don't try to put me over. You put that over, I'll put myself over. I can't think of them. Randy, where can they find you?
You can find us all. You can find this podcast on Instagram at wwt.pod. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/wrestling with tomorrow. We are on TikTok at Wrestling with Tomorrow. You can, Wrestling W tomorrow. Sorry. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. Now, listen, we've got that Facebook group that only you can hop into if you're part of our Patreon, or unless you're somehow grandfathered into it. And I'm not going to tell you how to get in there, but some of you have already started figuring it out. But that is a great resource for you as well. Listen, you can find me on Instagram at Gator McGraw. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. I'm telling you right now, all you got to do is search. And if you can't find me, I promise you'll find me somewhere. I'm also on LinkedIn. If you're a professional out there and you want to connect about possibly getting me at your place to speak next year, hit me up. KennyConfidence.com is the other place. Don't forget to go buy my micro brawler at strictlygator.com. Randy, I think I've told them all. They're all sick of hearing from me. Where can they find you?
Well, I know I am. I'm on Instagram with the longest, girthiest, fleshiest, bloodthirstiest, ravenous handle on the format. Randy_Harig at Wrestling W tomorrow.
You fucked that up so bad. You know that, right?
I believe I did. It's been too long, man.
Oh my God. Wow.
I wasn't wrong with the fleshiest girl, thinking this.
At Randy_Harig _Wrestling
W tomorrow.
Nailed it.
Yes. Christ.
Give us that. Drop that knowledge on us. Drop that knowledge, Randy, going into 2026. What are you going to close us down with?
Stop staying to yourself. Talk to somebody. You need some help. It's okay. We all do. Talk to somebody. Get some help. Tell somebody that you love them. This life is too goddamn short. Be acceptable of people that think something different than you. The difference of opinion does not mean they're a piece of shit. Please be a fucking human being. We're meant to be a herd. We're not meant to be solitary. Be together. Show people that they matter. This life goes too goddamn fast and people are gone. Don't wish you would have. Know that you did. I'm going to sign off there. Once again, Travis, Godspeed, my friend. I will miss you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a fantastic holiday. Have a fantastic new year. We will see you all again in 2026. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, boots on the ground, hearts in the fight, wrestling with tomorrow.